Well, good morning. We are brought to you today by Recon Tex of Springfield. That's Recon Tex, located on the corner of 8th and Black. That's 8th and Black Street. It's Recon Tex of Springfield. Let them give your car detail and bring your car to life. That's what they do at Recon Tex. They will make the car look like it was brand new. In fact, it'll be better than brand new. It's Recon Tex. Give them a call today. That's 1217-670-1132. Call them today and get a detail set up for your car. How about getting a tsunami coating? Get a tsunami coating on your car, 3, 5, or 7-year coating. Get that on your car, and your car will be shining. You won't have to wax your car for the life of the coating. That's right. You get a if you get a 7-year coating, that means you don't have to wax your car for 7 years. All you've got to do is just pick up your car wash. It comes out sparkling clean. It's Recon Tex, guys, one of our sponsors for today's show. Just Beds, the Yawn Exterminators, located at 3120 Montvale Drive in Springfield. Just Beds has for you your new bed, your new 8 hours of sleep. That's what you've got from Just Beds. Yeah. And they are waiting for you to go by and check out their selection of beds, full, queen, king size beds. You go there, you lay in a bed, you pick which bed you want, and then it's very easy. All you have to do is just pay for the bed and go home, because they deliver your bed. That's right, they deliver it. They come to your house, they bring the bed in, they set it up, they take down the old bed. I mean, I guess technically they take the old bed down first, but they set up the new bed, and they dispose of your mattress properly. Unless your mattress is very, very dirty. If your mattress is just disturbingly filthy, then they will put it in Steve's front yard. But usually they just dispose of the mattress. It's Just Beds, located at 3120 Montvale Drive. Just Beds, one of the fine sponsors of this show. We are the Morning Disaster. My name is Ray Lytle. It's good to be here on this Thursday, May 23rd, 2024. I'm Ray. That's Dan and Christina. And then we have the Silverback down at the bottom. Wonderful. Wonderful to be here. What's going on, Steve? What's going on?
I don't think he knows.
You're not going to speak now?
Yeah.
He sure was jabbering backstage.
Yeah, all he was doing was yap, 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 yap.
What? I'm not smoking meth.
Oh, fucking God.
Pretty sure that's
said
not
all I
what
was
he
doing was smoking meth. All he did was smoking meth.
No.
You need to go.
No one said that. No one said anything about smoking meth. There was no one mentioning smoking meth.
Not good,
but I do, to start the show. I want to present something that we saw last night that not everyone was privy to, but we saw it last night, which was Steve using his grill.
Yeah. Hell has done froze over.
Oh, no. Everybody saw it because I made a reel on my Facebook page.
Oh, look at that.
I got a special award from Facebook. I had over 100 views of my reel.
Oh wow.
God. Look at those. What are the bratwurst? What is in those bratwurst?
Those are cheddar and brat. Those are cheddar brats from Walmart. Look at the smoke blowing off that. Oh.
Did you eat 5 cheddar brats by yourself
No,
last
I
night?
did. No, I did not. No, I did not. It's 2 meals. It's 2 meals.
How many did you eat? I want you to be honest. How many did you eat?
I ate 3. That's all I ate, though.
Okay.
I didn't eat
there's 2
anything
left.
else.
All right.
No, I
You didn't
did. I
have
only
buns
ate
or
3.
anything? There's no buns?
No buns. No buns. I'm going to eat the other 2 today on buns.
Did you eat them with a fork? I mean, how did you?
No, duh. Yes, I eat them with a fork.
I didn't know. I didn't know if you just.
That's why I stab it with a fork. I stab it
Yeah.
with a fork and I hold it with the fork and I eat it. You know, it's only about there's 1, 2, 4 bites. There's only about 4 bites though.
But it was really good.
Oh, they were. I didn't have to put anything on it.
No seasoning
put-
on them.
No, those are right. No ketchup, no mustard.
I figured you would have taken it, by the hands, and
Well, I really wanted to, but just
I figured you'd
after I
taken
took
it and put it in your mouth,
kind
and
of like licked it off first,
Oh,
using a fork. Using a fork is smart, though.
Yeah, I didn't want to burn my hand. I didn't want to burn my fingers because they were hot.
Yeah.
They just came off the grill. I almost
And-
dropped the son of bitches after I
Did-
took them off the grill.
Did anyone
Oh.
notice you were grilling outside? Did any of your neighbors
Nope.
try to go smell it or anything?
No, I kept it very discreet.
So this is the first time you've ever used your grill, right? How was it? Was it easy to use? I mean, it looked fairly easy.
There's a little thing I gotta, because as some of us know, the grill has been assembled and outside for a little bit of time, a little bit of
After
time.
like 2 years, right?
No, just one, and it was in my house for one and outside for one, so I've had it for 2. But the automatic lighter doesn't work; it's frozen, like it's rusted up, maybe, and
Yeah.
so I had to. But I know how to light the grill without those. Problem is the grates. The grates are there specific grates go in specific places. They don't go, and there's 3 of them. So you have to really pay attention when you go to light. After you light it, I pulled the grate out and took a piece of paper and light it with a lighter and turned the gas on. So I heard,
Look at that.
and I saw the flame, and then I
Look
was
at
trying
that.
to put the grates. I was trying to put the grates back together, and they weren't fitting right, and they were getting hotter and hotter and hotter, and I was trying to get them to fit right. So I'm going to.
So they turned into hillbilly grate.
I'm going to put a little notch on the one that goes in the middle. That way, I always remember that one goes in the middle. Then I won't have to have that problem anymore.
sounds like an expert griller.
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Uh-huh.
What did you use to season your grill with?
I used half of an onion.
How did that work?
Never heard of that.
Why do I want to season my grill? That's brand fucking new.
That's
you
why you
still
have to season.
it. Yes.
Yeah, so that your grill has.
I'm gonna let
I
the
know.
dirt season it.
We're not talking about
No.
the flavor. You
It's
have
not
to-
a fucking flat stop like you people.
You still have to season it.
Yeah, you have to season the grapes.
I don't know what this video was here.
What's that video? Where the hell did you get that video at?
It was a video that was up for me to use.
Really?
I don't know what you were doing here, but you're barefoot for God's sakes, like a hillbilly.
Yeah, he says he was grilling very discreetly, but number one, you can't do anything in that building discreetly because all those little biddies stare out the window. Oh, look, somebody's moving. We better watch. And number two, how the fuck is Steve going to do anything discreetly? He's walking around barefoot, with tongs in his hand.
Well, he does look barefoot. He's very barefoot. You could see that. I mean, look at those deformed feet of his. Good.
And that automatic lighter thing is replaceable. You can put a new one in.
I'm just counting his toes to make sure he's got 5.
How odd.
Just want to see how messed up they are. And he took a whole shot of, I don't know if this was intentional. Look at this.
I don't think that was intentional. That was a mistake. See that not right there, but at the point you're in my pocket.
That's the closest
I never want to be in your pocket again.
There we go. Then you see the
Yeah.
rots going. Look at that. Oh, beautiful.
Well,
Beautiful.
at least he did it. I thought for sure that he was going to have soup last night.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I thought there's no way.
Well, just
Good job,
this
Steve.
is
We shamed
There
him.
was no way.
This is a little something from Big D. He told me to take these last 2 brats that I have and stick them up Christina and Gray's ass for not saying I wouldn't cook on it.
Hey, I might
Well,
like
I'll
that.
say this. We have to knock off something from our list. So let's see.
Wow.
Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad.
Because Steve actually did what he said. So let's go over the rest of your list and see if you're going to. All right. Steve will grill Wednesday night. You got it. All right. Steve will wash his chair cover. Steve will shower today on 5/23. And Steve will fold laundry today as well.
Mm-hmm.
Nah. It'll be
Work
here
on it.
tomorrow.
I'll work on it. I didn't work on it yesterday because after the show, after the show, I sat down in my chair and I just zonked out. I just fell asleep. And I didn't
Me
wake
too.
up till like fucking 4 o'clock.
That dude, I was after the show yesterday. I was so tired. I was able to barely walk. I thought I was gonna fall asleep walking to my living room, and I just passed out.
I got all comfortable.
And then next thing you know,
did.
I get a text from Christina, and she says, "Hey, I'm gonna be there." She goes, "I'll be there in a little bit," and I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I answer her back, and I'll say, "Oh, good. When you're here, maybe you can." And I ask her what I say. This is what I need you to do. And then she texts back. She goes, "Oh, well, I guess I'll come back." And I go, What? Were you here? And she goes, "I came over and mowed your lawn." I was like, "What the hell are you talking about?" I was out of it.
He was knocked the hell out. Yeah, because I texted
So you came over to the house?
Yes. Right after the show, I was like, I'm going to get over there before it gets hot, get this shit done, and get back so I can start my day. So I text Ray, and I'm like, hey, I'm on my way. I'm going to be on my way in a little bit. You need anything? No response. I was like, I bet he's fucking sleeping. So as I'm on my way, I text him, hey, I'm on my way.
Well, I told you guys, during the show that my back tightened up yesterday. It actually tightened up during the night. Mm-hmm. And so I got done with the show and I took a muscle relaxer. And like I said, I was falling asleep on the show. I was so tired. And then I fell asleep right afterwards. And so what happened when you came in my house?
I walked in I knock because I knock. I wait for him to say come in, and then I go in. I knock. I hear nothing. I go, so I'm like, I go in, and he is knocked the hell out. Just, I was
I'll
like,
be damn.
Is he alive? But then I think
don't remember any of it.
But he woke up and looked at me and started mumbling something, and I was like, here, Cindy sent you some soup, and she sent some blondies, and I threw them down on the chair or the tray. By the time I walked to the kitchen and back, He was already back to sleep. I was like, God damn.
I don't even remember. I don't remember you coming over. I was
there. I went out,
unbelievable.
cut the grass.
When I finally woke up, I saw the text of you saying I'll be there. You said I'll be there in a little bit, and I was like, oh, okay, she's on her way. So I text you back, and then you go, well, I guess I'll come back, and I'm going, wait, come back? What? Were you here? I had no recollection of it. I was out of it. Holy crap!
Yeah, I pulled up in the drive, and he goes, "What? You were here?" So I'm like, I walked in the front door, and I'm like, "Yeah, I've already been here and cut your grass." He's like, "What? You cut the grass and everything?"
Well,
okay. That means you had to go through the house to the garage, open the garage door, get the lawnmower out, mow, put the mower back in the garage, close the garage door. And you didn't hear anything? You didn't even hear the garage door open?
Dude, I was Steve, I'm telling you, I took a muscle relaxer. I was out of it. I take those muscle relaxers and I'm just, and I'm just out of it. My wife is coming home late tonight.
Yay!
Oh.
Yay!
Like they fly out of Texas, I think this evening. So they'll be home sometime between tonight and tomorrow morning. They'll be home. So I gotta clean the house. I gotta get it. I have to.
It's not that bad.
Well, I haven't even. I haven't walked all over it. You have, but I haven't. Yeah, Karen says it's time to get my hearing checked. I have bad hearing. I know. Well, listen, I've worn headphones since 1986. I've worn headphones, and I played in bands. So of course I have terrible hearing, but I'm not going to get a hearing aid because then things will just bother me. I'd rather not hear things.
Wow.
But I don't. But if I couldn't hear friends having conversations with me, I'd get a hearing aid. But I can hear friends having conversations with me.
And the conversations aren't all what?
Yeah, it's not what, what,
Mm-hmm. I think Steve's hearing.
When are you taking a muscle relaxer again? I need a PS5.
Muscle relaxer.
Yeah, and how are you going to get there?
Could somebody spell muscle relaxer for me?
What did you say? When I take a muscle relaxer, you need a PS5?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to come steal it while you're asleep.
How dare you.
Next time you're on a muscle relaxer.
Yeah, I had no idea what he was saying there. Yeah, wow. I was out of it. My muscle relaxer was, I was just out of it.
Damn, I could have taken them fucking whiteboards.
Yeah.
I missed my opportunity.
My whiteboards will not be stolen.
Dan almost had him the other night.
Yep. I thought he's playing his MLB game. He'll never see me.
Anybody needs a lawnmower, you know how to get a lawnmower. Just make sure you close the door when you're done.
You'd have to get into the house and open up the garage to get the lawnmower.
I did yesterday, and you didn't know.
Well, yeah. Thank God it was you that walked in. Anybody else, I'd have been like, oh.
Who are you?
Because I'm taking a muscle. After today's show, I'm taking a muscle relaxer again.
All right. We need anything from Ray's house?
Yeah, he's going to be KTFO, so make your shopping list.
All right.
Item number 1 is those fucking whiteboards.
I'm just,
kind of like that mic.
Yeah, it's a nice mic.
I have a mic. I have 2 mics. I have 2 mics sitting on my couch. I have 2 mics, another
Here we go.
3 more mixing boards, and all kinds of shit.
Oh hell yeah, we can use that.
Yeah.
Let's go shopping.
I'd be happy
But I
take
do have
some
to get my
mixing
amp.
boards
I
off
gotta
the-
get my amp from the garage.
Oh Lord,
And bring it
DA
inside.
DA says he's ordering more whiteboards.
Oh shit, DA,
Thank
come on now.
He's an enabler.
Damn it.
He's
Someone
an enabler.
cares. I'm glad someone cares about me. That I have friends that actually care about me.
We care about you. We don't give a shit about your drawings, though.
People like my
I
drawing.
think he's a good
look
drawing.
at that.
But by people,
Look at
you
that.
mean
That is a
you.
wonderful drawing. Who doesn't
Very-
want to see
They're very lifelike.
Yeah, looks just like a silverback.
my photo of Steve? In fact, I can't believe it's actually. It's smudged off. I gotta kind of redo it.
It may or may not have been an accident.
Terrible. I gotta try to. Let me just try to fix it a little bit here.
Brent says he hears that Ray has a very nice council, and maybe Dan perhaps could help him find a new home for it.
Dan built the council. So how dare anyone say anything bad about my council?
I want to build another one for in here. We need more space.
Who is Steve talking to?
I don't think Steve knows.
Himself.
Looks like he's cussing someone.
Yeah, he's chewing somebody out. Hey, how's it going?
Good morning, Steve.
You guys miss all the fun. See, before the show starts, we all just sit backstage
And watch Steve talk to himself.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he doesn't know we're
Yeah.
back there.
Can I make a suggestion? Can I make a
Yeah.
suggestion for the drawing?
Yeah.
Down in the crotchal area, it needs to be shaded just a little bit more.
Oh,
That's for the tinkle that dribbles out on my pants.
oh my
Yeah.
God.
and it needs pecker nets.
So they look
So-
wet.
We're sitting backstage watching Steve. He's singing. He's carrying on a
There
conversation.
you
Someone
go.
that's not there. I think he was watching TikTok videos.
I
And
don't
he's-
watch TikTok.
Of course he's watching TikTok on
Bullshit.
his phone. That's what he always
He starts talking about somebody looking like a silverback gorilla, and then he starts making gorilla noises, and it was fucking hilarious.
unbelievable. He really is unbelievable.
He started.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out how to screen record on the computer. That would have been great. I'll
Yeah,
figure it
that
out.
would've been Awesome.
He's such a mess. Yeah, I can't find the picture that I drew of Bubba breaking in and masturbating.
Oh no.
Bubba's van.
Well, we know that's not going to
Is it in
happen.
the book?
That requires him to actually get up and go somewhere.
Is Bubba living over in Illiopolis yet?
I believe so.
Good for him.
He sends me stuff. He doesn't send me much else. He
No.
sends me
Last I
Wheels.
talked to him was a couple days ago, and he was still waiting.
Oh,
still
gee.
waiting.
He's waiting for the family to get. Everything out of the
everything
apartment.
Like get in there and clean.
Mm-hmm.
Who does he MF? Me? Is he MFing me?
He didn't have everybody.
Am I the one that's being
Did you
MF?
say it? Did you say he MFs everybody?
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
So Christina says, "Oh, I just
That's
thought he
you.
was MFing Ray."
I'm sure he's in
No.
for me. I'm sure he's in
No.
for me. But I took his show away from it.
Oh, good.
His show.
Exactly.
His show.
So I said his show away from it.
No.
He was invited to go with you guys, and you did Wake and Bake, right? You
It was
invited-
never his show. He never was his show to begin with.
I know, but you guys invited him.
Yes. Oh yes. And
Yeah.
He's still invited anytime.
He was.
Yeah.
I explained
It's
that to him
open-
numerous times, but
It's easier to just MF Ray. And
he didn't want to get up early to do it. So, like, whatever. That's your choice.
oh well.
I mean, thank God the Rhino's come through. We've even gotten to have a couple of Rhino's friends on. They're pretty cool.
So you like?
I don't have any.
You like those guys?
friends
You have
that
new.
don't know.
You have new pot connections?
No, not really. They just
Oh, all right.
more listeners. I wish they would listen to this show more, but they don't. They're more YouTube.
I
They're
couldn't.
just
understand.
people that work for Rhino. I don't know if they even work for him. I don't know if Rhino makes money in it or not. Doing that radio thing.
I did not understand a fucking word he said.
I was without power last night. I was so fucking mad. I woke up
What happened to your power?
I don't know. I woke up at fucking like midnight. And it was black and the fan wasn't running. What the fuck? And there's no power. And I waited. Fuck, it's getting hot in here. I'm going to die without any power.
If the fan was running, how was your fan running?
It wasn't running. The fan wasn't running. And then I turned my phone on, and I got a text message from Ameren that said that there was a power outage in our area.
Shit.
Well, that explains that.
Yeah.
I was wondering why the lights didn't work and the fan won't come on. Thanks for telling
I
me.
mean, one of the hamsters died.
Right?
So
I'll be damned.
We don't have any internet.
Yeah, our
Wait.
internet's out.
Your internet's out again?
Yeah.
Well, you guys, you live in the middle of it.
yeah, something must have happened.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I didn't think the storm. It was beautiful. When I grilled out last night, I thought, "Oh my God, they're just beautiful."
There was no storms or anything,
Yeah.
right?
It was a beautiful day yesterday.
Yeah.
I cut his grass, didn't even break a sweat. Come home. I was out in the greenhouse till what? 9, 10 o'clock last night.
It was nice.
Mhm.
I was talking to the rabbits out there. The
Come here,
rabbit
get on my-
is, and
Okay,
Come here and get on my grill, you fuzzy fucker.
he's not quite big enough to grill yet. He's still
I'm
young.
glad that you grilled last night, Steve. It's just
Yeah.
it seemed
Thanks.
very nice that you finally used
Thanks.
it.
I'm good for another year now.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, because I think
It won't be
figured out.
long.
I figured out the time period. If I grill while everybody, because most old people all eat around the same time, around 6:30. So if I grill between 5 and 6:30, nobody's gonna come outside because they'll all be eating in their apartment.
I'm gonna buy Steve a ribeye. Oh, man.
Oh,
I'm gonna buy him a
right.
ribeye, Christina, for
The
you to
problem
pick
with
up.
that is
Okay.
I like my steak rare, so it doesn't have to be on the grill.
Put it on there for a couple of minutes, and your steak will be rare.
I know that's the way I eat it.
It'd be wonderful.
I got pork steaks and chicken still, and I don't have to get my groceries. But I got a still pork steak and a package of chicken. I
I want to
some
buy him a
hamburgers.
good steak, like a ribeye or.
Oh,
yeah.
What the?
You know, he's been smoking weed this morning.
no.
Yeah, he's been vaping.
He's like, "Oh shit! I woke up and the power's off." Oh, let's see.
No, I
what's the
cleaned my.
first
I wish. Okay. I wish you would get the terminology correct because I'm not smoking weed.
Whatever you're smoking.
Oh, you're
I
vaping.
am-
Whatever.
I'm vaporizing THC. Okay.
Whatever.
And
you're
last
doing.
night, I cleaned my
THC
vaporizer.
is made from
I
what?
cleaned my vaporizer and
Yeah.
filled it with new earwax.
Mhm.
Did he say earwax?
He said earwax.
And you're so odd.
What the fuck is wrong with him?
So you have your cartridge now, or whatever, right? Your cartridge is working
Yeah.
fine.
The cartridge is in my office, which is in the studio. Is this one? It always stays. It's just a cartridge. It's just a cartridge. It's not a vaporizer. Now my other one. Now see, this is a fresh one. It's brand new. I just put it in yesterday. I still have a little bit left in my other one. That's in case of emergencies. In case I run out again. which I don't plan on doing. But then I put that in this little thing right there, and I just heat it up for just a little.
I was gonna smoke again.
Then my other one is the other one is that you put you can do it. Well, you can put a cartridge in it, or you can do, if you want to prefer to smoke dabs, you could put a little dab in it, like a little dab. Do you? A little dab. Do you?
I have no idea what he's saying. I don't know.
I don't think he does either.
Yeah, he's so high.
He's making up for yesterday.
Yeah.
Good
You
God.
look at he's so high. He doesn't do that pot show on Wednesday nights anymore, but that doesn't stop him. He's still just in case we need him to do it. He's nice and fueled up.
It's funny that when he's on Wake and Bake, he and Rhino they're both totally, I mean, like AFU, they are all messed up, but they can understand each other.
Yeah.
They have their own language.
But here I am stoned on Benadryl, and I have no fucking clue what he's saying. It's a different kind of stone, and I'm not picking anything else.
Oh my God.
All I caught was earwax.
Yeah. So but
And
it's not
I'm still
real
trying-
earwax, right? It's
God, I hope not.
it's THC wax that you're talking about,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's THC wax, but I mean, you can mix a little wax in with it. I'm supposing my earwax looks similar.
No.
He probably
But,
could. As much as he smokes, I bet he has THC in his earwax.
Oh, probably, yeah.
I need to give. I'm hoping. I'm praying to God, praying to baby Jesus. Pray to be. Oh, here comes the fucking cat. Oh God.
What are you praying
Pray
to
to baby Jesus
Yeah.
that we get my truck running. I want. Oh, your cat. Your fucking tail's all wet. You just go pee. Oh, you nasty son of a bitch.
Sniff it and find out.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yes!
What
It's cat piss. Oh, milk dud. What's the matter, baby? Why can't don't shake your head at me like that. Oh no, you can put it in my face.
You know, Steve, don't go getting all pissy.
Too late.
Come on, baby. Yeah, thank you.
Now the cat's marked you with piss.
No, but I wanna go over. I wanna go see Rhino. I wanna
Yeah?
go see Rhino and get some of that wax. Try some of his wax. I don't know. I don't know the difference between medical.
Does Rhino have good wax?
recreation? Yeah, Rhino makes his own wax.
Oh,
'Cause
geez.
he has recreation, or not recreation. He has medical. He has a medical card and does all that. He says his wax is like 93%. The highest I can get is about 91%.
Way to go, Rhino.
Stop.
I think he's never seen that episode of South Park. You know, where they're huffing cat piss and getting high.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that episode? And who was it was it Cartman? Had all the cats hidden up in the attic.
Yeah. Sounds like a Cartman thing to do.
And they were going up there huffing cat piss.
Wow. Well, I am off today, so if you have money for parts, I'll stop by and get it on my way to Springfield, and I'll get the rest of your parts because I'm tired of waiting on the parts company. I'll get the rest of your shit, then I'll come back and throw it on
so
today.
what you're
If we're not planting, our garden got plowed yesterday, so if we get permission to plant, we're gonna go out and do that instead.
Look at that. So you're going to grow a garden?
Yeah.
Huge garden.
BMFG.
You should see my greenhouse. Oh my god! And I just planted more stuff yesterday.
Yeah.
Pumpkins and who knows? I don't remember.
Fuck, I don't remember. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm so high on allergy medicine.
Got
I don't even know what
watermelon
I'm talking about
growing,
now.
and I don't know how many different kind of pumpkins. And
You're growing watermelon
hell yeah,
in your greenhouse?
yeah.
I can't have watermelons. They give me the shits. I love it.
Oxygen gives you the shits.
I get diarrhea really bad.
We got what, 3 or 4 different kinds of tomatoes, cucumbers,
Oh, I can't wait.
eggplant, 2 kinds of zucchini, like 5 fucking kinds of peppers, onions, garlic, a couple of kinds of cherry tomatoes. I don't know
What
what
else is
else.
out there? Cauliflower, broccoli,
Cantaloupe,
cantaloupe.
Crenshaw
Cauliflower.
melons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just all kinds of stuff. Look at you.
Yeah.
Holly wants to know if she can just buy stuff after we grow it. She can never keep anything away from her chipmunks and squirrels.
There you go.
Sure.
Hell
we
yeah.
had
Yeah. We'll keep you supplied. We'll have plenty.
we had started a tray of sunflowers, big motherfuckers that produce the seeds you can eat,
Yeah.
and the mice got in there and dug up all the sunflower seeds and ate them.
Little bastards.
They dug up the seeds and ate the seeds?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we got to start over with the
I
sunflower.
accidentally left the tray down on the table and they climbed up there and got it. But
I put shelves in the greenhouse that the
Bastards.
mice can't climb, but I also built a table for her to work on, and she left the sunflower tray on that table. And the mice can climb that.
Oh,
sons of bitches.
Holly wants watermelon, cucumber, and tomatoes.
What is
I
a
got you.
watermelon cucumber? Or cucumber?
That's 2 different things: watermelon, cucumbers, and tomatoes.
Oh, I thought you said she wanted a watermelon cucumber. I thought that was something I never heard of.
Watermelon, comma, cucumber.
Oh, I didn't hear the. I didn't get the combo.
that would be
Yeah.
cool if you could do a watermelon cucumber. Or a
Water-
cucumber watermelon.
Watercumber.
I don't know. Oh yeah, I'm gonna grow a bunch of sweet corn too.
Oh boy. You better
Mm-hmm.
get that seed. You better get that corn in the ground.
How long does it take for sweet corn to grow?
3 months.
I don't even know.
I'll have. I'll watch.
Usually,
I'll watch.
Probably 90 days.
I think it's 90, 120 days. I think something like
Yeah.
that.
Well, I'll tell you. When I was a kid, we never got the sweet corn. We always ended up stealing the feed corn. It'd be terrible.
What'd you get?
Roy just texted me. He said we can plant. Yay!
Look at that.
He left some rows. He was out there plowing and planting. He left some rows unplanted for us to use for the garden. So we have permission.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
How wonderful.
All right. We got to go. It's been a great show. We're going to go plant. We'll see you later.
Very disturbing. Well, maybe I'll get the part and I'll fix Steve's truck. I'll just get over there with my wrench and my grill, or my wrench and drill, and I'll put that part in there for you, Steve, and get your truck running.
You don't even know how to change your fucking oil.
I wish I did. I wish I knew something about cars.
I wish I knew what it. I know. I don't know what he's. I know the part has to be attached to the intake manifold somewhere, but I couldn't tell you where.
I'm pretty sure it goes on the backside of the throttle body.
Oh, okay.
I think it'd be
Okay.
so cool if I could do it. I wish I knew some kind of auto mechanics, some kind of auto fixing. I don't even know what the hell it
Oh yeah.
is. I wish I knew something,
Oh, you do. You do.
some type of auto repair.
You know how to change the tire, don't you?
Yeah, I have changed the tire before.
Okay, there you go. You know some.
I don't know about doing it now, but it would be cool.
Yeah.
It would be cool to be able to know how to do that shit. I have no desire to learn how to plant anything. I have no
Christina was
planting.
actually talking last night. Should we take a tomato plant over to Ray's and just plant it in his yard? Because he likes having tomatoes.
Yeah, absolutely.
And she thought, well, maybe we should put it in a bucket so it can be moved. And I said, or just don't take anything over there because he'll forget to water it, then it'll die. We can just take him tomatoes that we grow that aren't dead.
Yeah, that's not the same as
He
going
is
out
my
and
true
picking your
friend.
own tomato.
Like he's going to go out and pick a fucking tomato.
He might. You never know. Leave Ray alone.
I'll ask my wife to do it for me. I see Caddy says Ray doesn't know where the blinker fluid goes. I have no idea.
Does it go under the hood in the trunk? Where does the blinker fluid go?
There's no such thing as blinker fluid. I do know that.
When you turn your turn signal on and it just stays on and doesn't blink, it means you're low on blinker fluid.
There's no such thing as blinker fluid, and I do know that. Right now.
One time years ago, I worked at Pizza Hut, and I worked with this absolutely ditzy, bubble-headed blonde chick, and she was complaining that she hit her turn signal, and it would just, like, the right one was fine, but the left one, it would come on and stay on. It wouldn't blink. I said, it's because you're out of blinker fluid. She said, what? I said, yeah, you need blinker. And this was a Pizza Hut on South Grand. Western Auto was right next door at the time. I said, go next door to Western Auto. Tell them what kind of car you have and tell them you need blinker fluid. And so she went over on her break, and when she came back, she was so pissed. She was so mad.
You made an ass out of me.
I can't help it that you're dumb, lady.
Yeah, even I would not. I know nothing about cars, and I could figure out there's no such thing as blinker fluid. Steve, I played MLB last night. I stayed undefeated on my current streak.
Good for you. I'm still.
I beat
My
the
role.
Rez.
My
What's
role.
the-
I played one game last night. I'm still on my roll.
What's the opposite of undefeated? All defeated?
Undefeated.
Unvictoried?
He's been on a defeated streak.
Yeah.
How many have you lost in a row, Steve?
I'm dead last in both fucking leagues. 32. I'm 30th.
But you weren't dead last in one of the leagues. I looked and you were like third to
What?
last. You weren't last.
Oh, I'm last now. I'm 4-37.
I tried to get on and play last night, but
There wasn't very many people on.
You had 10 wins in one of them.
I had. Well, that's in the one I started out with 6.
Yeah.
I started out with 6 wins. So that's when I took over the Angels. Now I have 10. Ooh,
Look
I
at
got
that.
4. I'm 8-77
oh, right on.
out of 2 leagues.
Yesterday was a bad allergy day for me, so when I came home, I just started loading up on the allergy pills. She was out in the greenhouse, so I'm like, I'm going to go inside and sit down. This pollen's fucking killing me. So I actually had every intention of playing MLB. I tried to get on last night, and by trying to get on, I meant I sat down on the couch, thought about playing MLB, and then fell asleep.
You need to check your league invite. There's a new league that Steve and I created. And look for your invites and join that league.
Yeah.
So join another
Nice.
league that I won't play in. That's cool. I
I'm
can do
just
that.
saying, join it. It's going to be a good league. Steve and I created it, and
Yeah, well, it's not open yet. So it's not done yet. Full yet.
but we're getting more people are joining every day. So
Yeah, I saw. Well, I'm sure a lot of them are waiting until after Randy League's done, after playoffs. See if they make the play. I know I'm not going to make playoffs in either.
we'll
I
see.
have one of the best teams in MLB. I've only given up one player. And I've watched all these guys. I've taken into consideration their trades, but at that point in time, I'm not going to trade away Harper. I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem trading away Schwarber because I've never been able to do anything with Schwarber. He's DH. And
He's hit like 30 home runs for me.
He can hit a fucking home run, but I could never get him to hit a home run.
I do like.
Yeah, that would be my
Well,
issue.
I can hit home runs with Josh Harper.
You could stack my team with the best pitchers, the best hitters, the best everybody, and I would still find a way to fuck it up.
Oh yeah, me too. I proved that already.
I love it.
Because my team has that. My team has a couple of good hitters, but their ability to hit in real life has nothing to do with my ability to swing at fucking everything and strike out.
I love it. I love playing MOB.
I'm starting to actually enjoy the game a little bit now because I hate baseball. I hate playing baseball. I hate everything about baseball, but I'm starting to actually enjoy playing this game a little bit now that I'm able to at least play it a little bit better and everything's not a mercy.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to win once in a while, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love it. However, if I play on muscle relaxers, I'll lose.
Here we go.
No, I haven't. I take a muscle relaxer right after the show, so I don't play until I'm past that. You know what I mean?
So what time should I try to play you today? I want you at your most relaxed.
Yeah, because I won't even sign on to try to play until I'm out of my muscle relaxer coma. As I'm trying to loosen up my knotted up back. And then I was talking to my daughter yesterday, and I'm like, don't tell your mom that I worked out Monday and Tuesday of this week. And then I woke up yesterday and my back was all knotted up again. So I don't want my wife to find out. 'Cause my wife's like, you shouldn't work out next week. And I'm like, I'm going to work out. And then exactly what she said would happen.
Imagine that.
Yeah. Oh, well. Yeah.
I'm telling you, you got to get that injection.
By the way, Tom says you would think that someone who has a degree in auto mechanics would be able to take care of his truck.
Well, if that someone had a fucking garage and had fucking tools, he would. But he doesn't have a garage. He lives in a fucking apartment.
But you said you wouldn't even know how to put in the part if somebody went and bought
Well, I would figure it out. I would figure it out if I had. And I gave him all my fucking tools with the exception of my fucking quarter drill to Dan. So
you gave him all your tools?
Yeah, he gave me a toolbox and a big old shopping bag full of his tools and shit.
They just sit in my closet. And if I had a garage, it'd be a whole different story. So, motherfucker, why don't you step off, Tom?
Damn,
dude.
Fucking
take another hit. Calm down.
Look how good, Cameron. Look how good milk that today. And in fact, bitches draw blood. I'm fucking bleeding because this bitch is sitting there. People talking about, oh, look at how precious milk that is, just sitting there. I'm fucking soaking up blood on my fucking towel because she's biting me.
Well, I'm sorry your cat hates you so much.
Right?
It seems terrible.
Big D and Jen just arrived. Good morning, folks.
Good morning.
I don't.
But I told him where they could stick the fucking bratwurst. Well, you told me to stick it.
Yeah, we found out how not to eat a bratwurst thanks to Big D.
We watched a video of Steve cooking bratwurst. I thought that was nice.
So yeah, I don't have a degree in auto mechanics. I'm all self-taught. It all stemmed from I took my car to a shop years ago, and they were supposed to change one part, and then they also found this wrong and fixed it, found that wrong and fixed it, and changed this and did that and did these. So what was supposed to be a $200 job, they wanted like $700 for it. And I said, fuck you, no, I'm not paying. They said, well, you have to pay to get your car back. I said, you take all those fucking parts off that I didn't ask for and give me my car back. They said, well, you can't have it back till you pay. I said, okay, wait till you motherfuckers close. And I went and got my car back when they were closed and left a check for the amount that they were supposed to charge me for the original job that I wanted done. And they were going to, seek legal action and all that shit. I got the attorney general involved. I'm like, I didn't ask for this work to be done. They didn't even call me to see if it needed done. So after that, I decided I'm not going to get screwed by mechanics anymore. I'm going to learn how to do my own work.
Well, yeah, that seems pretty weird. They'd end up doing work without at least asking.
Yeah.
They do all the time.
Yeah, I needed a serpentine belt change, but they put new spark plugs in. They changed the oil. They did something with the brakes. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I didn't ask for any of that. Well, it's obvious it needed done. Okay, well, you just did some free work. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah. It's like, at least ask. Don't
Right.
just do it.
Fucking call me. All you gotta do is pick up the phone and call me. Hey, we want to do this. No, not interested.
Yeah. I've never been in that situation. But I have been in a situation where I go, no. They say, well, your car also needs no.
Nope.
No, it doesn't. No. Well, we also need no.
I mean, yeah, it might need it, but not right now.
Not right now, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I can afford to pay you for one thing at a time.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm paying for. You can fix all that. I'll come back later.
Yeah.
You know, when I have more money, I'll come back later. But see,
Yeah.
you did all this work that I can't pay for, so no.
Yeah, exactly.
I think a lot of people have probably dealt with that. But I mean, I guess for them it's hard. Like, they look at a car and they say, well, this needs done, this needs done, and this needs done. And they go, well,
How hard is it to pick up a phone?
we just do it or call them, and they're probably just like, fuck it, just do it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm trying not to say they're looking to rip you off. Maybe they're just like, I'll just do it to make them, And then if you just try to do it all and charge someone, they're going to be like, what? No, you didn't tell me you were doing this.
Right.
Yeah. You gotta ask first.
But there are places, I know when I worked at Montgomery Wars, people get pissed at me because we do work, but we're not the ones making the money. We were the mechanic. The salesmen up there are making their commission on how, if I say, oh, dude, and look at this. Oh, they need new brakes. Okay, you said it, not me. And people say, well, I didn't come in here. I came in here for a fucking tire repair. Well, they said to go ahead and do your brakes too.
No.
Well, that's fine, but you got to call the person. You have to call the person first and tell them it's going to be a price.
They don't because they prey on women and they prey on older people,
Mm-hmm.
And older people, oh, really? I need new brakes. I better get. Because my mom, I did that with my mom up in Chicago. They tried to tell her that she had a tire that fucking blew out, and she just took it back to the dealer. And they told her she had to buy that exact tire, and it was a fucking Goodyear tire. I'm like, you bullshit. These things along with the speed rate and everything else. I go across the street, you can buy one natural tire and fucking battery.
Yeah.
Oh no, you can't do that, sir. What a bet?
Wow. Some shady people out there.
Yeah.
My ex-brother-in-law worked at a car lot. This is years ago. And he himself told me, he said people bring their car in and they would purposely sabotage something to where it would break down later, so they'd have to bring it back to get it fixed.
Yeah,
It's like, God dang.
That's just crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure that happens quite a bit.
Oh, I'm sure.
Well, here at Dan's Auto Repair, we're not into the shady business. I want your shit fixed to get it out of my fucking driveway, and I don't want it coming back, so I'm going to fix it right.
Exactly. That's
Well,
bad.
it takes a while.
So I fixed Jason's window. You see, he hasn't come back with that.
Yeah. Poor Jason.
My truck's been back put out for the same thing.
Right.
Well, that truck
The door
is
worked great.
such trash.
That truck has another 100,000 miles on it.
Yeah, they say you can't polish a turd, but damn it, I'm trying on this one because I don't like to be beaten by a car, and this one.
As soon as you get it running again, Steve, I would get rid of it.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
Maybe you could try your trading scam
We'll see.
that you've done before.
Oh,
We'll see.
we get a
We'll
message from
see,
you.
we'll see what happens with another member of my family. We'll see.
We'll just leave it at that. We don't need details. We'll just leave it at that.
Oh, your mom's so cute. She called me the other night. She said, Ray, do you need a new car? I said, yeah. She said,
Well,
I'll buy
some
you.
kind of.
That's sweet of her.
I said, thank you. Very nice.
We'll discuss it once she gets her settlement on her house.
Yeah.
Then we'll feel. Because I know she's making a butt fucking load of money.
Karen says to take your truck out into the country and use it for target practice. Well, good
Well,
news. We are in the country.
Already out in the country.
And I do need a new pistol backstop.
Mhm.
It's
So
already out of the country, so might as well.
I just can't keep it running long enough to drive it to the pistol range.
Are you allowed to legally shoot guns on your property?
Hell yeah.
I don't know how that works.
I had a pistol target set up in the backyard out there, and I would go out there and well, more than a pistol, I'd shoot the shotgun and everything.
Oh, his closest neighbor is about a mile away.
I mean, I don't know. I was just asking. That's I didn't know if that was legal or not.
And we had a storm a while back that tore up my pistol backstop, so I got to build a new one.
I don't know anything about guns.
You just can't shoot if there's people within so many hundred yards in it.
Yeah. And I have it set to where even if I miss the backstop, there aren't any houses anywhere, downrange that I could accidentally hit.
I'm saying people in the city they don't do that, right? You can't go in your backyard and just shoot a gun, right?
No, you use somebody else's car as they're driving by in the city.
I would think
They've been
highly
doing that.
illegal.
Big D, by the time I get done building my new backstop, yes, you can bring your Lapua out here.
His what?
338 Lapua. It's a big motherfucker.
Lapua.
Yeah. It's the bullet design, the round design.
Oh. So he could shoot that. Your property, you guys don't have neighbors for that far. He could shoot that and be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just like I said, I was just wondering. I don't know what's legal and what isn't legal. So it's got to do with how close people are to you.
Yeah, and how dumb you are. I mean, if you set your backstop in the wrong place and you miss, you're going to go through somebody's house. Jason's come out here and shot before.
I don't know what that sound was. That was disturbing.
What do you think that sound was?
Wasn't me.
I was saying it wasn't Steve.
Damn. Unbelievable.
Holly, yeah, morning disaster shooting party. And I would
No,
love.
We're not gonna go out. We're not gonna. Nobody who wants to drink and have a party and then start shooting.
Holly wants to bring Tannerite. That'll get interesting. That'd be all kinds
Just
of
sounds
fun.
like that sounds like a bad idea.
Oh, no. I will be the range master. We will be under control. I don't have anything powerful enough to set the Tannerite off, though. I'd have to use one of Big D's. Tannerite was invented to make targets react when you shoot them. It makes them explode when they get hit. But if the bullet's too slow, it's not going to activate the explosive charge.
If my truck's unfixable, we'll blow it up.
Oh, don't fucking tease me. Oh, darn, Steve, I couldn't get the part.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Then we'll have Shaner come pick it up.
Ollie wants to know if there's any old appliances we can blow up. As a matter of fact, yes, they replaced our dishwasher, and the old one's sitting in the garage, just itching to take a Tannerite ride.
I saw a thing the other day about greedflation. You know that greedflation, which is when actual inflation was happening on some items and other items, they just decided to raise the prices.
Well, yeah, these guys are raising their prices, so we're going to raise the price on our unrelated shit too.
Yes, absolutely. And they've been doing it since COVID. And the article that I was reading said that these corporations have figured out that people aren't going to buy their products anymore. And so they've had to lower the prices. They've lowered the prices to where they should be because people just stop buying it. You know, because there's always someone out there cheaper or putting it out for a cheaper cost that isn't a brand name and stuff. So they've had to lower their prices, which is sort of causing the greedflation to stop.
Right.
If any of that makes sense. Which is, it's kind of cool that, you know, the prices are dropping and going back down, but it's not because of any inflation rate or anything like that. It's not because of a natural thing. They're doing it. I mean, this has been an unnatural thing. They raised prices just to make a profit, and they realized that people aren't going to buy the stuff.
Well, it's one thing, you know, the cost of doing business is going to go up. It's a natural thing. The cost of manufacturing something will go up because the cost of the stuff you make it with is going to go up. That's natural inflation. But when, you know, okay, I'm going to make a cell phone, and it costs $100 to make a cell phone. Everybody else is charging $200, but people really like this one, so I'm going to make it $500.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, Target was someone that they increased their prices on stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And they did it because everybody else was raising prices. So they said, oh, fuck it, just raise our prices. Let's increase our profit. And they got away from it. They got away with it for a while. But then consumers just stopped. The consumers said, no, screw it. We're not paying that. Right. And they just stopped purchasing stuff there.
Right.
So it's caused Target. They have rolled back all the increases to go back to being a savings for the consumer because they were losing money.
Yeah. You would think that if everybody else is going up, you would keep your shit down so you would attract more customers.
But no, I mean, but the way business is set up, you know, the whole thing is you've got to get as much profit as possible. It's really crazy. And they, I'm just using Target as an example. They have put prices, they're putting prices back to the cheaper price they had before, and people are starting to go there again. So these businesses that raise their prices just because other people were raising them, they're starting to lower them back because, you know, the greedflation is failing.
Yep.
The inflation's real and natural, but the greedflation, the stuff where they were just like, well, everybody else has a reason for their product going up, so I'm just going to put mine up. That stuff is not working anymore.
No, there was
always someone, you know.
It can also be a regional thing too. I mean, certain areas, certain cities, you know, it might not be the height of fashion to shop at Walmart. So you shop at Target because of the name.
The article I read talked about Target specifically. It talked about them and that said that they're lowering prices back to what they were because consumers stopped buying things there. So they're like, oh shit, now we got to do something, which I thought was pretty cool, you know. Like a lot of grocery stores they're competing with like Aldi and stuff like that. And more people are going to Aldi.
Oh yeah.
And buying the cheaper goods because they're sick of paying these greedflation prices where they're just trying to make more money.
Yeah.
So I think it's interesting that, you know, that, and now this should be a way for all of us. I mean, all of us as in consumers to realize that we really do have power.
Pay attention to where you're spending your money. That where you spend it has a lot of power.
and don't fall into this greedflation bullshit, because some of it doesn't make sense when they say stuff like, well, the shipping of prices or whatever has gone up and blah blah blah. You go, okay, but then you got to look at some of these things and they go, wait a minute, there's no shipping prices, they make that in Wisconsin, and they say, oh, that's why the price is going up, and it looks like bullshit, and the consumers are just not falling for it. So now they're trying to they're lowering prices back to where they're supposed to be. So,
well, an example of that would be during COVID. Everybody preached supply chain issues as the reason for the prices going up. That supply chain issue was half of your staff was out sick. That's not a reason to double the price of your stuff.
And they got away with it for a while.
Yeah, they did.
But now consumers have caught on, and people are saying, no, bullshit, I'm not paying this much money for a whatever the product is. And now these places are realizing, well, we're taking a hit on money because people just aren't shopping here anymore. And they're realizing the only way to get them back is going to be to lower the prices. So they're doing that. And this article I read, it was focusing on Target, and that's what they did. So that's just one of the stores who's doing it, but there's stores all over the place that are doing it. And they were the test example that they were using. And the article was on the Washington Post or WashingtonPost.com, but if you get a chance to read it, it was pretty cool. Just talking about it could mean the end of greedflation, which that always pissed me off when people were raising prices just to get a bigger profit.
I don't know if it'll be the end. People will become more aware of it, and it may cut it back a little bit, but at some point people are going to stop caring and they're going to start doing it again.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure
that's how the economy works.
I'm sure there are plenty of products where they're intentionally putting the prices up, but at least people are realizing this is what's happening. So look at Holly. Holly's saying she won't shop at Target because the prices are too high.
Right.
And and so people, that's what I mean. People are not going there anymore. So they're lowering prices to get people back. It's just crazy. People are not going to pay the exorbitant prices for bullshit.
Right.
So it's almost like it seems like a win for. It's almost like there's a win for the common man. That's the way I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
That's why I thought I'd bring it up. Oh well.
Chalk up one for the poor, Ray.
Will Steve fold his laundry today? That's
no.
He promised yesterday he's going to fold his laundry.
No, I did not. I did not promise I'd follow it.
He said he'd work on it.
I said I would work
by
on
today.
it.
He said by today. Today's the 23rd.
I'm sure I'll do some. Yeah.
It'll still be there tomorrow, and I'll get there and fold it and put it away and throw away his dirty, his holy stained up underwear.
No, I'll have that all taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
Have you folded any of it?
Yeah, not folded. I hung up on some shirts and stuff.
Oh, great! You got Steve thinking now.
Good Lord.
He may not notice anything else, but Big D says shit like that, and boy, Steve's on it.
Uh-huh. Oh, Steve, put hangers in your grocery order. You need some hangers.
Hangers?
Unless I start throwing your clothes away.
You know who's got some hangers? That neighbor at his bed.
There's some hangers, all right.
He's got some hangers.
Yeah.
Hanging out here.
I used them all when I was hanging up the shirts that Big D gave you. So
you use Bev's hangers?
I won't touch her hangers. Hell no.
You have to bend over to grab the end of them.
You got some hangers, boy. Woo! I want to see when he finally has to wash one of those. And by the way, you could tell you've hung him up because he's so fucking lazy. He won't go to the closet and get one.
Yep.
He hasn't worn one of those Hawaiian shirts.
They were in a fucking bag before. I was getting them out. I was going through the bag and pulling them out.
Yeah, but now that I've hung them up, he won't go to the closet and get them, which makes no sense because they're up higher for him to get out of the closet easier.
The closet's probably closer than the bed.
It is.
Yes, walk
Isn't the
past the
closet when you first walk into the room?
Yeah.
You have to walk past it to get to the bed.
Oh, cool. Big D's going to bring some hangers.
Yeah. Now he's turning off the camera.
Oh, good Lord.
But you know he's smoking more weed or something.
Uh-huh.
Smoking more vape.
Can I help you, kitty?
He's so lazy. He walks right by the closet when he's going to the bed. All he has to do is stop and grab a shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Very lazy. So lazy. You're so lazy. I can't. When do you think he's finally going to wash one of those Hawaiian shirts? How many wears in it will he have before he finally washes one?
3 or 4.
Because
so it'll be a couple months. So before
he was looking pretty good when he was wearing one of those shirts a day. It was looking pretty good.
Yeah, I know.
I thought he was going to wear one to the meet and greet, and he didn't.
I know. I even told him to.
Yeah.
I was like, wear one of those shirts because it'll look nice on you. And you know what he's going to do? When he does wash them, they're just going to lay on the bed and they're going to wrinkle and look like shit because he won't hang them up.
I don't know. He just looks like a fat Hawaiian. Well, who was at the party? Well, there was a few people and a fat Hawaiian. Really? Yeah.
Was it Don Ho? Was it Don Ho? No, it was Don. Holy shit!
This fat Hawaiian, he was the life of the party. Except he had holes in his ball sack of his sweatpants.
He was airing them out.
I'm gonna get him a pair of jeans. What do you think your size of jeans is? I want somebody to go to Goodwill and get some jeans for you.
I don't think they have that size there.
I wasn't going to do this, but I have to do it because it's entirely too funny to pass up. She's complaining about Steve not putting his laundry away.
Shut the.
Ask her how many baskets with clean clothes are sitting in the living room right now. Go ahead, ask her.
How many? 3. 3
baskets.
But they are clean. I washed them, threw them in the basket with every intention in folding them, but they're still sitting in the living room.
You need to follow the Millie Lytle rules of how to do that.
What's that?
The Millie Lytle rules would be to yell at your second oldest son, grab that laundry and fold it and put it away. What?
So
grab that laundry. It's not my laundry. I don't care whose laundry it is. Put it away.
So you're the second oldest son, right?
Yeah.
Ray, grab this fucking laundry and fold it and put it away.
Yeah, I'll bring it over.
Unbelievable. Well, who's your second oldest son?
Gabriel.
Well, then have him do it.
Yeah, right. I don't even like him folding laundry. I'm OCD.
It sounds like you're OCLAZY. I don't know.
It's gotta be folded a certain way.
When my underwear is clean, I grab it out of the basket and I shove it in the drawer. If the drawer closes, it fits.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not right. She has to fold my underwear.
Oh yeah, I know. She's taking shit out of my drawer and fucking folded it.
Does the drawer
after I put it away?
But
I have one drawer that's underwear and socks. At least the socks are together, but the underwear is just tossed in. You know?
Yeah, who the fuck folds? I mean, I appreciate
I
the
fold
effort.
underwear. I'm sorry.
Don't get me wrong, I appreciate the effort. But don't redo my work because my underwear is not folded. If the drawer shuts, it fits.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah,
I don't closes, it stays in the closet.
Or shorts, like my shorts. just throw them in the drawer. I don't.
No,
I don't
I
care.
roll.
Yeah.
I roll my shorts up. I have to
Just-
roll them.
Throw them in the drawer. Shut the drawer, and I'm fine.
There, Puddin folds his underwear. See? Oh, it's so bad.
Well, I'm
Somebody
sure
got mad at me before.
the
When,
size of Puddin's underwear, he has to fold it, or there won't be any room.
oh, leave Puddin alone. Somebody tried to help with laundry one
Puddin's got
time
that 3XL undie going.
and
a
folded
lot
the
of space.
towels, the bath towels,
Yeah.
and I came along and unfolded them and
So
refolded
that's why I
them, and
don't
then
touch the fucking laundry.
I'm
anymore.
never fucking folding laundry for you.
I folded the towels the wrong way. Motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
A,
I know.
was it folded? B, was it in the cabinet? Yes to both. Shut the fuck up.
I'll tell you, this is something. Here's something that I hate, and I've learned it this week. Is we have a closet, or it's not a closet, but it's I don't know, but it's where all our towels go.
Yeah. Linen closet.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's right next to the bathroom in my master bedroom, and so it's just got towels all in it, and I left the door to that open,
Oopsie.
which let the cats, for some reason, my fucking cats climbed. They got in the closet and they climbed on top of the towels, right? So I take a shower, grab a towel,
And cat hair all over.
go
it.
to dry myself, and I got cat hair all over my face, and I'm like,
Mhm.
what the hell? What a
Yeah.
hard lesson that was. And when you're wet, now
Yeah.
it's oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Now you have to shower all over again. We have a cabinet in the bathroom that we keep the towels in. And Dinky, one of the cats, has learned how to open it.
Oh, that little
And
asshole.
he'll get the door open and he'll climb in. Which shelf is it he likes? The all second to the bottom.
Mhm.
Yeah, but that's where all like the hand towels and the washcloths and stuff are. And he'll get up there, he'll lay up there, and he'll kick a bunch of shit out.
Yeah, it's just now I know why we shut that door all the time.
Yeah.
Those cats getting in there. Oh my god, that hair. Oh, it's unbelievable.
And then the other one, Special Gray, he likes to sleep on the mat in front of the sink. That's his favorite place to sleep. He'll sleep on the mat in front of the sink. So if you step out of the shower and your feet aren't dry and you step on that mat, you develop furry feet. It just picks it all up.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Yeah, I was it just when you go to dry yourself and it's cat hair everywhere, it's very annoying.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If I drop a towel on the floor or the bath mat while I'm drying off, I will get a new one because I don't want to pick up anything. You know, if there's anything
Yeah.
on cat hair fuzz, anything like that, I don't want to reapply. And we could fucking vacuum 7 times a day, vacuum and sweep 7 times a day, and we would still like this shit's not even attached. I think it's just sprinkled on. Little fuzzy fuckers.
Oh, I hate my compassion.
Yeah.
I hate it. It's like, God, why am I someone that likes cats?
Between the cats and the dogs. Oh my god.
Yeah. It's a constant struggle.
Oh well.
Well, what are your plans for today?
Yeah, it's completely disturbing. Completely disturbing. Oh well.
Uh-oh, what is that?
Hmm?
Why are we buzzing? What was it?
Mm.
So this is about the time that children are just getting out of school.
Oh yeah.
Today
Like
is
this.
our boy's last day.
And the school year is ending for a lot of kids. It always seemed that ours ended. It always seemed that ours ended right around Memorial Day.
Mhm.
At least that's
We
what
were
I
talking
remember.
about that last night. I always remember it like we were well
Late-
into June.
Late May or early
when we
June
would
for
get
us.
out.
No, I remember when I was going to school that we'd always have graduation right around the time that the Beneld Italian American Days is over, Memorial Day weekend, and the graduation would be right at the same time. Because at least when I was a kid, that's what I remember, and now it seems kids are getting out of school earlier.
Yeah, and they're starting
earlier and getting out earlier. And what pisses me off,
and they start school during the state fair, which is crazy.
Yes,
Right
that's what
after
I
the
was
state
gonna
fair.
say.
Yeah.
Because back in our the fair was done and over
Yeah,
before we started school.
We would have a week
And
or so
now,
after the fair before school.
right in
would
the
start.
middle of the fair.
Yeah.
Let's go back to school.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I know.
I played football, so the football players start school 2 weeks before everybody else does.
Yeah.
Because you start, 2 a days practice. Or 3 a days
We're
practice.
badass motherfuckers.
We had 3 a days practice, although I'm not sure it was legal, but. And that was for 2 weeks before,
I know
And
both
when I
of
went
my
to
high school diplomas have June on them.
when I went to school, there was no air conditioning, all right?
Oh,
And you were not allowed to wear shorts,
Yeah.
Oh,
which was ridiculous. That was my biggest problem with school was, why in the fuck am I not allowed to wear shorts in school?
It's hot as fuck in here. You got
Yeah.
these girls running around in skirts so short you can see what they
Yeah.
had for breakfast, but I can't wear shorts.
It was crazy. I hated it.
Yeah.
Man, it was so hot when I went to school. I mean, it was just
yeah.
so
Yeah.
hot. Like if I could wear shorts though, it'd be nicer.
There were a couple of us guys having that issue. We were complaining that all the girls are wearing skirts. We can't wear shorts. So we showed up to school one day in skirts.
When in the 80s, I remember by the 90s, kids were allowed to wear shorts.
Yeah.
And I was just like, God damn, if I could have worn shorts in high school, I'd been so much happier.
We showed up in skirts. They said, go home and change. They sent us home. Well, I forgot to go back, but we got our point across because the beginning of the very next year, they had put shorts into the dress code. I was already done and gone, but the dress code was changed and they were allowed shorts.
Yeah, it was weird. I just, I don't know. The hardships we went through in high school in the 80s were nuts. Oh, well, at least that's what I thought. So
Yeah.
I was just wondering if everybody else, if it was just my school or.
No, it was everybody. Steve's thinking about girls in skirts now. Look at him.
And now and I'll tell you what, if they didn't have yoga pants when I was a kid in school. Now what these girls wear, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh,
I would
yeah.
really enjoy being I would enjoy being I would have enjoyed being a high school kid in the 2000s.
Oh, I would too. I would. Too.
Yeah. Yeah. Some schools have prohibited yoga pants. So
Yeah, I
Oh,
see
yeah,
the yoga pants,
dress
tights
codes
or
and-
whatever.
Gotta wear uniforms.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm glad I didn't go to a school with uniform. That would be terrible.
That would have pissed me off.
But you would see these people in like when I went to high school, like even like the girls could wear skirts, but they really didn't. The skirts weren't super small or anything.
Well, see, they had a rule about the skirts. They had to be a certain length, but the school was run by a bunch of perverts, so they didn't enforce the rule.
Yeah, no, in my school, like I don't remember anyone wearing super short skirts because I would have enjoyed that.
Yeah, I remember.
They
short
all
skirts.
wore, the skirts seemed to be somewhat longer.
Yeah,
Oh well.
basically a wide belt.
And look, the Holly says her shorts, they had to be no shorter than an inch above the knee.
Oh.
Mhm.
No,
Yeah, that's
not.
crazy.
Yeah, now they have to go down to your.
Yeah, they have
It's
to.
above it.
They have to be at your
Yeah.
fingertips when you let your arms hang.
But they don't enforce them.
Well,
I think
I
girls-
guess in the 80s, our shorts were kind of short.
Yeah,
So, but it's not. Listen, if I wore the shorts now that I wore in the 80s, my balls would be hanging out one of the legs.
That's
You know,
why I
when
wear
I
like
was-
these
when I was
low-hanging cargo
16,
shorts.
When I was 16, 17, my balls weren't, they hadn't spread yet. I think it's just gravity and as old as I am is what made my balls hang, that's what's caused the hanging.
Yeah.
And so they never hung out the shorts when I was a kid. But they'll be hanging out, now it's like I can't wear those shorts unless I want the balls hanging out.
Well, the boys got to breathe.
Yeah.
Big D
So-
said there were some teachers in high school who would have loved to bang, like Mr. Jones, the shop teacher. Big D wanted him. There was the wrestling coach. Big D wanted him.
Oh,
I didn't have any. It seemed like when I went to high school, it seemed all the teachers were all older and
Old as fuck.
yeah, it's
Oh,
like they were
no.
getting closer to retirement. So I didn't
Oh,
get
no
any
way.
young teachers.
I just thought of a story.
Slater. Oh gosh, she was hot. She was so.
Was Coach Cos there when you were there?
Yes.
Oh my God.
It was like
Okay.
106.
So it was like second hour, and he was they were doing wrestling for PE, and he was doing a wrestling move with one of the students, and well, Coach Cos wore short shorts, and something may have fell out.
Oh,
Yeah, his
Yeah.
balls fell out while he was wrestling a student. doing a
he
wrestling move.
He started as a sub
So-
when I was there, and he just got put on full time.
By the end of after lunch, the entire freaking school knew.
Yeah, he wore those like 1975, gym shorts with the split in the thigh, the
Yeah.
little triangle split at the cuff of the thigh. That's what he always wore. And you would think, as tight as they were, nothing would ever come out. But
Oh, no.
things would fall out of them when he was demonstrating these wrestling moves. I think he did it on purpose.
we didn't wrestle in gym class.
Oh,
Of course.
shit.
Here's the deal: like playing football, basketball, baseball, whatever sport you play. When you're in the season, you don't go to PE.
Oh,
So I always missed so many PE classes because of the sports I played. And then as soon as the season ends, you've got to go back unless like football, if you go to the playoffs in football, then basketball's already started by the time you
Yeah.
get done.
Yeah.
So we would cross over. So you wouldn't go to PE until the basketball season was over, which was March. So wouldn't even go to PE until March. That's when we'd first start going there. But then there'd be cool things they'd play in PE and you'd miss it.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Broom ball.
Oh, I fucking love broom ball.
we never played. I don't know what broom ball is. I never played that. So
Broom ball, it's hockey, but with tennis shoes on. And instead of a hockey stick, you get a straw broom that's half cut off and dipped in shellac. So it's hard as
It's
a
hard
fucking
to
brick.
fucking rock too.
And you run around
we-
on the
we
ice.
played- we had hockey sticks and a little rubber puck that they played.
Broom ball was fantastic.
Yeah.
Running around on the ice in your tennis shoes, whacking the ball and falling and busting your ass. While
I got-
the gym teacher sits up in the bleachers at Nelson Center smoking pot. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, and like I said, I didn't have a lot of PE time because playing sports, you couldn't go to PE. But I'll tell you, when it was basketball time, when it was PE basketball time, I would show up and
Yeah.
play because, listen, that was a bunch of people that had no business playing basketball. So if you're like me playing actual basketball and not getting much time on the court, you
yeah.
find out they're playing basketball in PE class, you're like, oh, fuck,
You're a badass in PE, ain't you?
yeah. Because then I'm getting up and doing layups and touching the rim and scoring like 35 points in a game and stuff. It was fantastic.
All these skinny, nerdy kids just worshiping you because you can actually do that.
I don't know if I don't think they cared, but it was great for me because it just meant I was going to have these great games. So I did like basketball in PE. That was fantastic.
I preferred tennis.
Yeah. Oh,
I played tennis too.
I used to be good at tennis and volleyball.
Tennis and volleyball. Oh,
Yeah, I was good at both of those. I was too slow and too short to be any good at basketball. On the track and field team, they wanted me to be the javelin catcher.
I never did track and field.
There were too many people on the football team for me to even think about trying out. Plus, I was too slow and too small, but I could play tennis, and I had a mean serve in volleyball.
I played tennis when I lived in Texas, when I lived in Corpus Christi. There was a couple girls that, I was sort of hitting on, and they were like, I want to play tennis. And I'm like, all right, I'll play tennis with you. So I would go play tennis I got to tell you, I liked it. I did like it. And, so I played a few times, but the whole thing was to try to date a girl.
Yeah.
But I got so competitive playing tennis that there was no chance to date her because, we'd get out there and I'd be, hitting the ball as hard as I could and I'd be scoring and going, yeah, right in her face. Yeah. So
wow.
I missed any sex out of that, but I enjoyed playing tennis.
But at least you won the game, right?
Yeah, at least I won the games. Yeah, absolutely.
Amanda said she had a gym teacher named Mr. Kaysen who would drink alcohol in coffee mug. Mr. Kaysen was my gym teacher for broom ball, and he would sit in the stands of Nelson Center smoking his joint while we were on the ice.
Wow.
Same guy.
Wow.
Oh, so you played broom ball on the ice?
Yes, at Nelson Center.
Oh, I thought you were saying that was something you played on a gym floor.
No, you play on the ice in your tennis shoes.
Well, we didn't have ice in West.
We played in the gym because we didn't have ice. In Indianapolis, we didn't have ice.
Yeah, no, I loved it. The PE teacher was also the basketball coach. So when we played basketball games, it was real rules and man, it was fantastic. I loved it. I love PE. Like I said, even though I didn't have to go to PE class, I would go to PE class just to play basketball. And I would score a shitload of points because, being covered by some guy who's never played a game in his life is less defense than you're going to get when you're playing one of those guys in an actual basketball game. So, all you got to do is fake one way and move the other way and shoot. You'd be wide open. So it was great.
Wow.
I loved it. Just loved it. Oh, well. I loved it.
I hated climbing the rope. The big rope,
I never remember I don't remember ever having to do that.
I could never climb rope and I could never do pull-ups. If you had to do pull-ups, I couldn't do a pull-up.
Neither
I just
did
hang there by my arm. I just hang there by my arms. Come on, shit, pull.
I gotta be. I don't remember doing many. I think I could do like 1 or 2 pull-ups, but
yeah,
that's about all. There's,
I like doing weightlifting in school. We always had to choose. We got to pick what we wanted to do. It was weightlifting or was it gymnastics or something? I don't remember, but I picked weightlifting. And I would always laugh at the other girls because they were struggling to lift the bar, just the bar. They're like, and I actually had weights on mine, and I'm just like, what the hell?
The big one was like somebody in the prison yard. She was like, fucking put some more weight on that bitch. God damn. Oh, damn, look at this pussy weight. Give me some real weight on this bar. I could see her roughhousing everybody up, pushing people. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it?
Yeah, I was quite big. I was bigger in high school than I am now. So, yeah.
I bet she was a bully. Don't you think so, Steve?
No, I wasn't a bully.
I bet she was a bully. Hitting other girls. What are you going to do about it, bitch? Why don't you go whine to your mama? Out of my face.
I was an angel. I never got in trouble. I never even got detention.
Oh, I got in a lot of trouble.
I got 3 days in school for one time.
Oh,
To
hell.
call the teacher a bitch.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I never did anything like that, but I did get in trouble for stupid things. Oh, well.
What I got in trouble for the most was when I was younger in like first grade. I got sat in the hallway quite a bit for talking during class. Imagine that.
I was more like if a teacher said something that I knew was bullshit,
Mm-hmm.
I had a hard time not going, oh, bullshit, rolling my eyes and saying, oh, it's just bullshit, and keeping myself from saying that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I had really hard time. And then if they said, and the teacher would call me out on it, and then for me that would be like, okay, they're welcoming an argument, and then I would argue with someone. If I felt they were wrong, I would argue with them. And teachers did not like losing arguments.
No, of course not.
And I'm just saying I know that I wasn't right, but I was very good at making a verbal argument. I think I still am, but I ended up making a career out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So they would not be happy with me, But other classes, the teachers that got me, that understood, my life was pretty easy in those classes. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Teachers that understood what was going on with me, they were pretty cool. They were the ones that would get the most out of me,
Right.
But the teachers that would feel like it was a challenge or whatever, it was just grueling to get through those classes. I like things like speech class and history class, and
Mm-hmm.
I love literature, but I hated math and I hated science, any of that,
Same here.
Yeah. And I was, I know this is shocking. I'm very liberal.
No.
Yeah. But, I would just find it very hard to, just accept, some of the bullshit. Because even then this is the 1980s, people would still talk about immigration problems. And it's like, we were talking about it then. By the way, we're still talking about it now. But they talk about immigration problems. But my family was formed from my grandfather coming into the United States working his ass off from Mexico to Chicago. He worked his ass all the way up to Chicago, and then he got a job with the railway in Chicago. And so they would talk about people, and he came in legally and all that stuff. And they would talk about that stuff. And I'd just be like, I know this is bullshit. And I'm like, because I lived it. That's why I know this, because my family lived it. And so people did not like how vocal I was with it. But I'm like, I had experience with it.
Right.
You can't just say people sneaking into this country and doing blah, 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 blah. That's not, it wasn't in my situation. That wasn't true. Here was my situation. I'm not saying it was like that for everybody, But my situation was, exactly what my grandfather did. So like stuff with that, I'd be willing to argue. But like I said, there were some teachers I had that were great. They just, they understood me. And so I had a lot of fun in those classes, and other teachers, it just wasn't fun.
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
And I've never really been good at math or understand math all that well. So that was hard for me.
I didn't know Mr. Salmonella.
Something about salmonella.
I heard salmonella.
That's what I heard too.
I didn't like
math.
I didn't like Mr. Salmonella. Although he was assistant football coach, he did, and he was in history. It was history. I hated history.
I loved history class.
You know what was funny though? I flunked history like my sophomore year, and then my mom made me take it in fucking summer school. I didn't want to have to take it. I had to drive all the way from Illinois to fucking Lanphier High School to fucking take summer school, and I got an A fucking plus right there. All the other kids,
the kids going to Lanphier were.
That's just badass country boy, got a badass car. Hey Steve, how you doing, my brother? Hey, how you doing?
So you're saying you liked going to summer school with the Lanphier kids?
Oh hell, I got an A plus. Fuck, I'll go next year too. My mom said, "No, you have to go to Illinois." Fuck, I'll flunk something.
Big D says, anyone get picked up by their teacher and pinned against the wall and threatened to end their life? Oh my God, no.
No,
What the hell did you do?
One of my friends did in 6th grade. And fucking Mr. Kohlberg jumped out of his fucking desk and grabbed him around the fucking neck, and he was, ooh, damn, calm down, man.
Wow.
I don't know. It's been a long time since we've been in school, Steve. I mean,
yeah,
I don't have a ton of memories.
I started planning my 40th reunion coming up.
Oh Jesus! I know I had fun. I had fun in school, and I had
a lot of fun.
And sometimes at lunch, I'd have some great times at lunch. Like it was the parking lot was outside. Like here was the school. All right. There was a school, and then there was a Dairy Queen, and right behind the Dairy Queen was a gigantic school parking lot. Kelly knows, because she went to the same school I did. There was a giant school parking lot. And so there were these girls that I went to school with that I don't even know how it happened. We were at lunch one time, and the girls were somehow talking about making out or something.
Ooh.
And this girl was going to date some guy. And I was joking. I said, well, I'll practice with you. And she goes, well, I said, I'll practice. If you want to learn how to make out, I'll practice with you. All right. And this was me joking. And so she goes, oh, that'd be great. Thank you. So there was a time about 2 weeks where we would leave the school, right? And we would go into the parking lot, and these two girls I knew, there was a van, and we would get into the van, and literally I would make out with them for the entire lunch just so they could practice, is what they said. And I was like, oh my God. So in my mind, I'm thinking, this is the greatest scam in the history of scams ever made. And I was just enjoying myself making out with these girls, but I was trying to make it seem like I was somehow showing them something.
Oh.
I got away with this. I got away with this for a couple of weeks. It was, and it was every lunch. It was every lunch day. And I guess the girl didn't didn't tell anybody, like wasn't telling anybody that's just because if she'd have told one person, they'd have said, "What? No, he's just needing an excuse to make out with you." You know what I mean? So obviously she never told anyone because she never stopped me. It was great. You know what I mean? I ended up I'd go out at lunch and make out with these girls in a van. And it was fantastic. And it all started with this one girl who said she was gonna go on a date with this guy who was in college.
Ooh.
And so she wanted to learn these makeout techniques. And I was like, "Oh, I'll show you." And that's literally how it started. And we would go out at lunch and start making out. It was great. Like I said, I got away with it for almost 2 weeks. It was the best. And then finally she had the date with the guy and she realized she, didn't need me, but I was like, "Oh, I got a lot out of it." It was a fantastic time.
That sounds like a good way to spend a lunch hour.
Yeah, right? It was a lot of fun. And then there was a time where I took a job working in the cafeteria because our school had 2 lunches. So the first lunch, oh, by the way, Spoon says, they wanted to learn from he says they wanted to learn from the famous Ray Lytle. No, it was the girls were having a conversation. I go, "Oh, I'll teach you." And I was joking. I was just joking. I thought it would be funny when they realized, Ray's somehow trying to convince us that he would show us how to make out so he'd have an excuse to make out with us. So I was just joking, but they bought it hook, line, and sinker. And then after they bought it, I was like, "Well, shit, I can't say, that I was being a smug little prick." You know what I mean? So that's how I ended up doing it. It wasn't anybody wanted to make out with the famous Ray Lytle. No, the girl was really needing help, and she somehow believed that I knew what I was doing. So it was cool. No, but I got a job in the cafeteria, and the cafeteria ladies, they instantly loved me. They're like, "Oh, do what you want to do." I was like, "Oh, great." And they said, "Yeah, Ray, if you would go do dishes." I'm like, "Oh yeah." And so they had an automatic dishwasher. All right. And the special needs kids would also work in the kitchen. So my first day, I taught these special needs kids how to use the dishwasher thing. I never had to do anything at lunch again. I never had to do anything at lunch.
Imagine that Ray found somebody to do his work for him.
Well, yeah, but they got really good at it. You know what I mean?
Well, you've done amazing work with me.
What was that?
You've done amazing work with me.
No, they were a lot worse off than you. There was a whole special education unit, but they were the nicest kids. They were the nicest kids. And I figured, oh hell, let's teach them how to do it. So I taught we don't use mentally retarded anymore, right? It's developmentally disabled. So I taught these kids how to do the dishes, and they ended up doing the dishes. And they I think one of them actually was able to get a real job after high school doing the dishes because he did them in high school. So I never got in trouble for not doing any work because, I trained these kids on how to do stuff. But then I would be able to just walk all over the school. I had both lunches. I would, and I was able to go out to the van and make out with the girls, and
then come in and still have second lunch for my own later on. And it was great. I enjoyed lunches in high school. It was a lot of fun. And then there was a kid that knew photography really well. He knew photography and how to develop photos and stuff. And his name was Craig Gorella, and he was older than me, but I would hang out with him at lunch because he was working in the photography room. So I'd go into the photography room, and I learned how to develop photos and everything from this guy, Craig. He showed me. He was Craiger. No, but he showed me how to develop photos. I learned all that stuff. And he also had a key to the yearbook offices.
Oh yeah,
upstage or
yeah,
upstairs.
Mike Baker did too.
And he let me make a copy of the key so I could go up there anytime I wanted, which was really cool. So, and Craig Gorilla was a great guy. But I'd hang out with him. All we do is just shit talk people behind their back. But I learned how to develop photos and all this stuff just hanging with him over the lunch hour. So I had a lot of time. Oh, and Kelly says he was hot.
Yeah,
I don't remember the hotness of it all, but I remember he was cool and he let me, we played football together. So, that's how I learned how to develop photos. I never took a photography class or any of that. I just learned from him. By the way, Kelly says that it was because of her and my brother falling off the monkey bars in third grade. And my brother broke, what did he break? I don't know if his arm or his collarbone or something. He broke something, yeah. That they ended up removing they removed the monkey bars.
Oh,
because they both fell off of them. Yeah.
Wow.
But I have good memories of high school for the most part.
I can't think of a single good memory of high school.
You went to high school where? You went to high school here?
Lanphier.
Oh.
And I can't think of a single, other than the tennis and the volleyball. That's can't think of a single good memory.
Well, your basketball team was pretty good.
Oh, I'm sure they were. I don't know anything about it.
I'll be damned. Oh well.
I hated pretty much everybody there. I hated being there. Wow.
I enjoyed it. I just enjoyed it. I was class president my junior year. And I just really enjoyed it. I didn't run my senior year because they told me that the person who's president the senior year is the one who has to set up the reunions and all that bullshit. And I was like, no, I'm not going to live in this town. Because I always knew I was going to leave the town. I never thought I would stay there. And, but I had a good time in high school.
I hated every minute of it.
Really? You never liked it?
Hated every minute of it. Fucking hated it. First of all, was the fact that I had to get up in the morning to go there. I don't like it.
Big D says he enjoyed getting beat up every year and being shy and not talking to any of the girls. I cannot imagine Big D not talking to girls.
I know, right?
How did he become such a pervert as an adult?
He says Jen caused that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I couldn't tell you who any of the class presidents were. I couldn't tell you who any of the prom kings and queens were. I think I maybe remember 2 football players. And I have not the slightest bit of interest in any of the reunions.
No, I guess I'm the rarity. I enjoyed high school. I really enjoyed it.
Stice graduated from Lanphier too, and he said it sucked. So yeah, he's class of '94. I'm class of '90 and '91, and I didn't like either one of them.
How are you How are you in two classes?
Because I graduated class of '90, went through the ceremony, got my diploma. 2 weeks later, they got a hold of me and said, "You're missing a couple of credits. You actually have to come back."
Oh,
So I went
after
back.
you graduated, you had to come
After I
back.
graduated, I had to go back.
I've had
and,
dreams like that before.
I had to go back for half a day for a whole semester, which
Wow.
then put me into the graduating class of '91. So I literally have 2 diplomas,
That's
90 and '91.
I got to go through the ceremony, but my diploma wasn't signed. I had to go to summer school, and then they signed my diploma when I was done. Yeah, I was like a half a credit short.
No, I got
Fucked up my
My
army
diploma
plans and
was-
everything.
my diploma was intact. I did have a dream once. I had a dream once where I had to go back.
Yeah.
I for some reason I remember that. It must have been a traumatic dream because I still remember it, but none of that ever happened.
About once a month, I dream that I'm back in high school. I'm the age I am now, but I'm going back to high school. And like I can never remember my locker combination. And I know I'm supposed to go to history class, but I don't know where the fucking classroom is. And you know, Lanphier had 86 fucking staircases, and I was always either going up one or
Well,
down.
you guys had a lot of kids. Like in my entire graduating class was 116 students.
Oh shit!
That was
Mine
my
Yeah.
that was
mine was
my
30
entire class.
mine was
Lanphier
32.
it doesn't Lanphier have several
had-
hundred kids every year? I mean,
The average was like 300 graduating.
we had
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
in '90. We had almost 400 kids. We had to rent out the convention center
Yeah.
to hold our ceremony because
if you multiply, that's like 1,200 kids in your school. That's insane.
yeah.
Wow. No, like I said, we only had 116 classes. I think, and I'll be honest, 116 in our class. I think we were one of the biggest classes. I thought we were one of the. That was at a time when the classes were pretty big in that town. Oh, Kelly says her class had 133. All right, so they were a lot bigger than ours. Yeah, but the school, school wasn't that big. But I enjoyed high school. I really, really liked it.
I loved it.
I think one of the reasons I hated it so bad was because of the number of students there. I mean, it was basically a factory setting. You get them in, you process them, you run them through the class, and you get them out. Every class had like 40 fucking people in it, and the idea was just to get them in and get them done as quickly as possible. And there was no attention to anyone's unless you were in an AP class. Then they worried about how well you're doing. The rest of the time, it was just here, fill this out, sign your name, take this test, get the fuck out.
I'm looking at these numbers. Big D said his class was 31. Oh my
I had
god!
more people in my gym class than he had in his graduating
Karen
class.
said there was 80 people in her class. Wow, I can't. Damn.
I was like 32 in mine. I graduated 32nd.
Wow.
You only had 32 kids?
Way to
I
underrich.
graduated 32 because my diploma wasn't signed.
I'll be damned.
Jason said all the 186 schools graduated the convention center. They didn't at the time. I'm pretty sure we were the first class to do it because we were so huge we couldn't do it in the gym.
Lori said she had 23 kids in her class. Wow. 23 kids seems small, man.
Well, what was Edinburgh's last year? Like 13,
Yeah.
something like
I
that.
think this year it was like 11.
That's too small, man. I would never go to a school that small. Because I started school in Chicago. So my class when I was in kindergarten was gigantic.
Oh yeah.
So, you know what I mean? There was hundreds of kids in the,
My niece had just graduated from Brookfield 2 years ago. I think there were 700 kids in that
crazy.
graduating class. on the football field. It was cool.
Karen says she was top 10 in her class, but there was only 11 students, so I guess that's not saying much.
I'll be damned. Holly said her graduation class was 456 kids.
Holy crap.
Where'd Holly go to school?
I think up north at the Chicago area.
I know our ceremony took forever. I mean, they would wake us up by rows, like, okay, they're on the C's now, so the D's need to wake up. They're on the D's now, so the E's need to wake up. We're all like, what? Because they did it on a Saturday morning.
Yeah, no, I liked where I grew up. I liked the town a lot, and I liked the people there. But I just have no interest in going back. You know what I mean? It's just there's,
Yeah, if I want a class reunion, I either read Police Beat or the obituaries.
because their school is about 400. Oh, Holly said she went to Bradley Bourbonnais School, North Kankakee County. Oh my God, a lot of kids in that school.
Yeah.
I knew. I'm pretty sure I knew every. I think I knew everybody in my class. Like at the graduation, I don't remember hearing any names that I was like, oh, I don't know who that is. Just through all the years, in all the years, I knew most of the kids.
I didn't want to know any of the kids. I didn't care.
Well, I was friends. I had friends that I was friends with since first grade.
Who needs friends? It gets in the way of me sleeping.
No, like I said, I enjoyed it.
My brother graduated from Chatham, and Grandpa Pervert gave him a card out of his underwear.
Wait a minute, Grandpa Pervert put the graduation card in his underwear?
In his pants, yeah. He pulled this card out of his pants, and it was hotter than fuck in the gym, and it was sweating and shit. And he handed my brother this card, and it was all wet and shit.
And Steve grabs the card, and he goes,
Oh,
it's got some good Fermunda on it. Yeah.
cheesy.
Did you go to your brother's graduation, Steve?
Oh, yes, I did.
Yeah.
That's how I knew Grandpa Pervert did that.
Yeah.
how disgusting.
You know what's funny? I didn't make out with any girls I graduated with, but nowadays I talk to them on Facebook. They're like, "Damn, I always had a crush on you." Like, well, why didn't you ever do anything? Because you didn't want interested in me back then. All you wanted was to fucking ride my car.
They all say that. Well, why didn't you say anything back then? Well, I kind of did, and you told me to fuck off. So
Yeah, they did.
Exactly.
Now you're
You get that at class. You go to class reunions, and you always hear at the class reunion, "Oh, I had a crush on you," and it's like, and I always think they're lying. They didn't really have a crush. If they would have had a crush on me, I'd have known, right? You know what I mean?
Now they're single.
Plenty of opportunities,
Or
plenty of parties where you could have said something, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You had your chance.
Let's make up for last time. Let's go on back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now they're single and fat and lonely, or they're unhappy in their marriage and fat and lonely, and they just want somebody to pay attention to them.
I want my surgery to hurry up and happen, so I'll weigh less when it finally comes around time for me to get my next reunion. So, oh well.
Maybe while I'm in town today, I'll run by the cemetery and have a class reunion. Cemetery or the county jail, one of the two.
You don't remember your best friends in high school?
Yeah. I still talk to the two of them that I actually bother having a friendship with?
I don't talk to them, but I'm still like, I could drop them a message or they could drop me a message and I'd answer it. You know what I mean? An email or something. You know, like I still have some friends that I, you know, thanks to Facebook, you know.
There might have been 3 or 4 people that I gave a shit about and had any interest in speaking to. And I think I still talk to 2 of them. Well, by talking, I mean we comment on each other's Facebook posts, and that's about it.
My last class reunion, I sat next to someone who helped create the Genome Project, and someone who worked at St. Louis University or Washington, you know, one of the 2 colleges, but that's who I sat by, and we had great conversations.
That's another thing about reunions. I don't want to know who actually went out and did better than I did.
I enjoy that. That's what I enjoy, talking to people.
I have no interest in it. I mean, yeah, I could have been successful, but I didn't want to put the work in, and now all these people are successful. No, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to listen to that. I have no interest in that. I'm going to, you know, stay home and wallow in my own misery, and you guys can just enjoy your reunion.
Karen says, Ray, did your Facebook problem ever get resolved? The one that no, they never resolved it. No. And they got mad at me because look at Christina. She just wants to go out and plant. She doesn't give a fuck about anything we're talking about.
Well, no, I have a doctor's appointment. We need to leave soon.
Yeah.
But no, they never fixed my Facebook problem. Yeah. No, I enjoy hearing about other people's success. It makes me happy. I love people who are smarter than me. Are you kidding? That's no matter where I go, I love to have conversations with people who are smarter than me. I love that. And I hate to have conversations with people who are dumber than me. Right, Steve?
That irks me.
Yep. No, here's what happened with my Facebook thing. I told you that I purchased ads, and that's what cost it all. So then I put in a thing for them to resolve it. And at the same time, I went to my credit card and said, I refuse to pay for those fucking ads. And so Facebook had to do all this shit to try to get my money from me. And then I was like, well, fuck you. Give me back my account. And then it became like a battle for them saying, we're not giving you back your fucking account. And me going, well, then I'm not paying these fucking ads. So it just became a big pissing contest. And so I never got the old Facebook account back. So I'm screwed. But I have a new Facebook account. And that's what I'm using. Yeah. But I'm just saying, before our next reunion, I hope that I have the weight loss and, you know, have some things going for me. You know, I don't want to go in all fat. I want to look, you know, I want to look good. It's fuckers. Yeah. Anyway, just to wrap it up. I just looked at the time. And then I got a message from Landon.
Oh,
my daughter's boyfriend, who's been coming over every day, and he sent me a message saying that he cannot come over.
He's tired of cleaning that litter box.
No, he says he can't come over. And he said, see if I can get someone else to help. So I don't know how I'm going to get anyone else to help. What am I going to do?
Oh my fucking God.
If only you knew somebody you could ask.
Only I knew someone but she's going to be planning all day today.
If only you knew someone you could ask instead of just drop subtle hints and hope she picks up on them.
Well, I'm just saying I don't want to ask because I know she's planning on all she wants to do is plant.
All she wants to do is plant.
Just plant some tomato.
And all she wants to do is plant tomatoes and pumpkins one by one. And all she wants to do is plant.
Oh, yeah.
But if she wasn't planting, I would definitely love if she came by. And plus, my wife comes home late tonight, so I should pick up. And I'll pay her more than the other person she picks up for. I will give her more money than that turd.
So what? You'll give me $6?
Yeah, any amount you give her would be more than what the other person pays her.
Mine will be an amount I could brag about.
43 cents would be more than what the other person gives her.
Mine will be an amount that I could talk about and consider it bragging.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I have a fucking limited fucking income.
There you go.
He can't pay.
I can't get into a big
How do you
tipping
know we're
fucking
talking
war with
about
you
you?
and fucking Big D.
How do
Yeah,
you know we're talking about you?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, he's
Uh-oh.
Look at that hunchback.
Please leave your clothes on. Whatever you're doing.
He had to pull his balls out of his. That's what he did. You could tell.
That's why he was getting crabby. He was sitting on his
Ew.
left nut.
He let the smell out, apparently.
Good Lord.
All right, I gotta go.
All right. So if I'm just saying, Christina, if you were to interrupt your planting,
Mm-hmm.
I would appreciate it.
Okay.
Anyway,
We'll see.
because I know that other people I'm friends with don't give a shit about me. They would never
Oh,
help.
go to fucking.
I'm not gonna name names. I'm not naming.
You know
names.
what? You know what? If I had my
I
fucking
wish,
truck,
I
I
wish
would too.
Tom.
You know
I
what?
wish
You know what?
Tom lived in Springfield. That's all I'll say.
You know what? If my truck was running, I would call and change the fucking cat box. And then I'd text your fucking wife. I said, God damn it, why do I have to change your fucking cat box?
You don't
Time-
change your own
time
fucking
the
cat
fuck
box.
Because it's not my cat. It's
Right?
not my cat.
Cat either. Ray's cat is not your cat either. Even Holly says you don't even do your own. Mother puss bucket.
God damn.
But I'm gonna go take a muscle relaxer and pass out.
Oh, good. Then when I go over, I can rip him off. What do you guys need from Ray's house?
Yeah, the
Don't
whiteboards.
mind me. I'll be out of it.
We need the whiteboards.
Okay.
Leave
Steve,
my whiteboards alone.
You want a PS5? I'll hook you up.
No, because I don't have to buy more fucking games. I know. He don't buy the games he has. We buy it for him.
I bought your game.
Right?
Let's be clear
I
about who
bought
bought
them.
your game.
Well, I need
Brady
to
bought one too.
go get my butthole fingered. I gotta go.
What?
Well, have fun.
Yeah, it should be interesting.
Yeah, go
Oh my God.
That's like a good appointment. All right. We'll talk to you guys tonight. Subscriber show tonight at 6:00. Go to morningdisaster.net and subscribe, and we will talk to you then. All right. Subscriber show tonight, subscriber show tomorrow morning. Have a great rest of your Thursday, everybody. So long.